Welcome to the Baltic eSports League Pro Season 1. My name is Derek Danger. Together with me is Cookie, and we are heading in the last week of the regular season.
Season 1, regular season.
Yeah, Season 1, regular season. And, well, those are crazy 8 weeks already. We're about to, pretty much know which teams will go to the LAN event at Hypertown Riga. But yeah, let's see what's going to happen this week, let's see what's going to happen this week. So for week 9 last week, we're going to start off the week with a game between Iron Wolves versus Surreal Gaming, followed up by Team Coinflip Gaming versus Keep Yourself Live. Now on Wednesday we'll have one match, which is going to be Žalgiris versus Vegan Unit 4.
Yeah, and on Friday we'll have on BESL the match of the week. Which is Team Solomata versus Imantis 5. I'm really excited to see that matchup as, both of the, I would say, strongest teams. Team Solomata have made some changes since the start of the season. They changed their ADC, and I think that they also have changed their mid laner now for good. So they are a really good team now. And of course, Falcon eSports versus NACL as the last match of the week.
And going into the week 9, let's check out the standings so we know which teams are the favorites to contest for the top 4. So the number 1 spot goes uncontested for Žalgiris eSports with 11-5 record. Then 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th place is tied between Falcon eSports, Iron Wolves, Imantis 5, and Team Coinflip Gaming.
And then in the 6th place we have Keep Yourself Live. 7th is Team Solomata, followed up by 8th, that is Vegan Unit 4. That is also tied with NACL. And the last place team, Serial Gaming 0 wins, looking to find their first win of the season.
And we have to mention that this is the last week, so we will still have 4 giveaways for the Hypertown Riga Expo. And after these 9 weeks, top 4 teams will go to the Hypertown Riga Expo to fight in the finals, which is going to happen in 26th, 27th of May. Tickets are available, but there's also a way how to get a free 2-day ticket for free, and that's by participating in a giveaway. And all you have to do is it's going to happen from Monday to Thursday. Each day, 1 2-day ticket will be played out, and to participate, all you have to do is just be
active in the chat.
Just write something. Maybe not spam the same thing over and over. that has not showed to be a successful answer from the previous winners. But just participate in the chat. Write some banter if you wish. Write your comments on the game, maybe predictions or what some teams should do, because a lot of teams actually watch the replays and watch what happened in the chat, and maybe if you have some great insight in the game, you can share with the teams.
Yeah, and today, let's get into today's matchup. That is Surreal Gaming versus Iron Wolves. We have, Knock 1 is subbing in for Chosen One, so he'll be in the top lane for Iron Wolves. Jungle is Warden, mid lane Saulius, and Optimus together with Zavielos on the bot lane.
Now, from Surreal Gaming side, it's Nezel in the top lane, Big Mac in the jungle, MC Ro in mid lane, and Kaiser and Atnex on the bottom lane. And well, it's pretty much, we would say that it's possibly the strongest team in the tournament versus the 10th place team. And well, in the graphic you see two Surreal Gaming's pictures with all the players, but on mid lane. Last week Big Mac came back to the roster. He was he left for 1 week, then he decided to come back, and he had pretty great games. Still didn't win the games, but I don't know, something's really bothering me about Surreal Gaming, because they're not playing bad at all. It's just something's lacking.
I'd say the problem is that they are mechanically, I would say they're pretty good. They always get an early lead, and they know how to get the early leads. The problem is when it comes to team play, because they have no idea how to use the lead that they have in the early game. They don't know how to use it, and then after that they don't know how to finish off the game if they even have like a good mid game. They still can't really find a way to finish the game, and then maybe some of the players feel like that they should be the ones that to carry the weight and try and win the game, and because of that he gets caught out, he dies and then they lose the game. So I think that they haven't trained properly. They just have to scrim against some teams and just work on their communication, because that's their biggest issue right now.
Well, let's see. This is the last time we will see them in the BSL. The last match versus, probably the strongest team. So it's going to be pretty interesting. And if they clinch out the first victories, it would be a happy and a sad moment at the same time. Because, well, happy obviously for the first victories, but sad that they got them so late in the season.
Yeah, but still, I think that what I like, if they can just train properly and if they stay the same roster, because I don't think they have to change anything in the roster. They just have to work on their teamwork, team play, and they should be able to start winning games. Like, I think that if they would work on it, they would be at the same level as Team Confirm Gaming and teams like that. So yeah, they just have to find their winning form or try and work on their team play, because now they are the 10th place, and the 10th and 9th place you will have to play the games to stay in the league against the teams that want to get into the league. So if they just have to look forward to that, try to get as much experience from Iron Wolves as they can, because most likely they won't win these games, but they can get, at least see what Iron Wolves are doing and try and adapt to that, and then maybe from there they can find what they have to do and just use this as a scrim potentially.
So going into the draft, what do you think? What are going to be the biggest focuses in this one?
Well, I think they will ban out Saulius a bit, and then I think they will just ban out Saulius as much as they can, and get maybe some. They should get a cheese pick top line, I would say, something like Kurgot, or what else did he play, Yorick, and because they'll have Knock1 subbing in as their top laner, so if they can just abuse that lane, because Knock1 isn't the top lane main, he plays mid lane, so if they can just try and abuse that, then they should be able to get a lead from there. So it will be on to Big Mac and Nerzel what they can do, while the other lanes just have to play it safe. I would say Macro has to go with the Talia again, because it's a pretty safe a champion with which you can just push in the lane and play it really safe, and if you have a lead, then you can translate that lead to other lanes with your ultimate. So I think that they should go with that, and then on bot lane, I think that Kaiser's best ADC we've seen right now has been Ezreal, and it is pretty safe, and should just go with that. And in the support role, Atnex plays a lot of Janna, but I think that Karma he's been playing Karma better. As I would say, it's a safer champion. It gives you movement speed, so you have some mobility, and of course a lot of poke in lane. So Ezreal and Karma could be a really poke intensive lane.
Well, if you you mentioned that top lane could be the place where Surreal Gaming can focus their strengths and try to pretty much snowball from there. Maybe in that case you should just ban out the safe top lane picks like Cyan, Ornn, Cho'Gath, and put Knock1 on something more carry oriented, or something, maybe a tank, but then not an S tier tank. And from then on, Nerzel could try to snowball lane.
And that should be their game plan here. Don't know really what is going to be their game plan. Maybe they can go with, still give the Knock1 a tank top lane, but then go with the Trundle jungle. We saw Big Mac have a really good game. Both of the games were really good from him, and his Trundle game was also really good. Got the early kills that he needed, and that would kind of allow them to kill the top laner easier if he's on tank. But then I think Cho'Gath would be a good one because he doesn't have a lot of mobility, while Sion has a decent amount of CC plus his ultimate that he can easily escape the lane. And then Maokai also, I would say, has pretty easy time on top lane. But I think Cho'Gath is the one that you could easily kind of catch out.
Well, but I don't know if you can really snowball versus Cho'Gath and picks like that. That's why I mentioned that it would be smart to ban out Cyan, Ornn, and Cho'Gath, for example, and put Knock1 on the same Maokai, maybe maybe even Gangplank. Who knows? Maybe he plays something like that. And in those kind of situations, you can try to try to go for the 1v1s. Nezu plays some carry top lane as Camille as well. Now, if you take away the strong tanks, you can maybe get some early kills on the enemy top laner. Or if Nakwan is pretty like, yeah, if Nakwan is confident in his plays, he could go for the Camille himself, maybe some AP top laners, which we haven't seen a lot, like, yeah, Rise, Cassiopeia, picks like that. And yeah, because I don't think that Big Mac is going to be completely outclassed in jungle by Warden. I think that Big Mac has showed more than many times that he can hold his ground and get early leads versus practically everyone.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen him play against Warden yet, and the Warden has been really bullying around he bullied around Homos Master, that I would say is one of the best Latvian junglers, and it didn't seem like he had an answer for Warden's aggression in the early game.
Well, that was one game, and that was unlucky 3 buff, but yeah, stuff happens, and till we see what's gonna happen, we'll take a short break, after which we'll jump right into the Champions League between Iron Wolves versus Surreal Gaming.
I want more G's than the L. 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 So rap out till I black out. Rap out till I black out. I want more G's than the L. 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 I want more G's than the L.
Welcome back to the BSL, and after a small pause, as previously mentioned, we are finally in the Champions League. But a lot of things happened during this time. If you were in the YouTube chat, you saw that Serial Gaming couldn't get enough players. But since it's the last week of the BSL, we'll let Serial Gaming play it out with pretty much a pickup team.
Yeah.
Picked up in the YouTube chat as well, so it's gonna be fun. But yeah, on the blue side, it's going to be Serial Gaming, red side Iron Wolves, and the players which are coming in. Actually, only 2 players are coming in for Serial Gaming. In jungle, it's going to be Apelis. Now Apelis is a big time Lee Sin player, so probably in this game I want to see him play Lee Sin.
I'm also looking forward to it. As if he picks something else, I'm going to be pretty sad.
And the mid lane is 17, also known as NSU. He played for Serial Gaming last week. He's going to play this time again. And on top lane it's going to be MC Ro, who was originally a mid laner.
Yeah.
He just filled the need right now. Now for the bans we see Olaf, Morgana, Rakan ban from Serial Gaming side, and Vladimir, Rise, and Sona from Iron Wolf side.
What I would want to see is if Macro and Knockman just go a mid lane matchup top lane, something like Talia Rise. That would be fun if they would do so.
But while Rise is banned, Cassiopeia is still up. Cassiopeia versus, I don't know, one.
Cassiopeia versus Cannon?
But if you pick up Cassiopeia, Cyan is the best autofill pick.
Well, it still counts as a mid laner, so...
Yeah, like you can pick up Cyan, it's never going to be wrong. But as we mentioned previously when we thought the original roster is going to be in, Nakwan will probably, since he is in the off-roll as well, he'll probably just want to show up his secondary or, pretty much autofill skills. It's going to be full-on autofill game, and Warden with the Nunu in the jungle, so Apple is not going to have a fun time. Now, I want to see, I think this is going to be first Irelia and BSL.
No.
No.
We've seen...
Did we see Irelia already?
Yeah, I think we saw one, right? Or am I mistaken?
I think
Chosen One picked against someone, Irelia.
Okay.
I think so.
Anyways, Irelia pretty bonkers right now. We have Trundle from Apelis and Cassiopeia from 17, but it could be Cassiopeia top and Cyan as well. So big flexing going on here. Now the last pick of the first phase. Is that going to be an AD carry? Is that going to be a mid lane or maybe support? Maybe they just want to pick up something like Braum or Tom Kench.
Well, I think they should go with the mid laner.
And that is Lee Sin.
Wait, where's the Nunu going to go?
Where is the Lee Sin going to go? Because I have a strong feeling that Salius could play Lee Sin mid.
I want to see Nunu mid. I think that would be more fun.
Nah, Nunu mid is not fun. It's pretty oppressive in lane, and that's about it. But Lee Sin mid. Now, Salius plays a lot of assassins now. Lee Sin is kind of like an assassin. He has Ignite as well. So I suspect it could be Lee Sin for him. And that is a pretty big skill matchup because Cassiopeia can bully out Lee Sin from levels 1 to 4, 1 to 3. Afterwards, it's going to be all dependent on how 17 uses Miasma to just completely nullify the mobility from Solius, if that is Lee Sin in mid. Now, second phase, we got Zyaband for some reason, and Caitlyn targeting Kaiser possibly, but Kaiser hasn't played a lot of Caitlyn.
Yeah, and the Caitlyn games that he has had haven't been the brightest ones. I think if they would have wanted to ban out Kaiser, then yeah, I would say the Zaya or the Kaiser, but he hasn't played Kaiser as well, so I think the only ban you should go against is against an Kaiser that he has shown that he actually is good at is Israel.
I have a theory about that. They banned all other AD carries. Now Tristana is open, but maybe, just maybe,
they want him to pick up Israel.
And then he could pick up, well, maybe Yasuo, maybe Wayne. Yasuo would be
really cool, because then they'll have the really good combo with Lee Sin and Yasuo.
Yeah, so would that be?
It is Yasuo.
It is Yasuo in the AD carry. Maybe
Lee Sin support.
We have no idea which is going to go where. It could be Alistar or Malphite support.
I think Blitzcrank is easier because you just knock up and then the ult follows up.
Well, Alistar as well.
Alistar
is a bit better. And well, that's going to be Varus and Karma. It's going to be pretty rough.
Serial Gaming have a really good team composition, if I would say, but it doesn't seem like Iron Wolves are going to try and win through their champ select.
Through the mid game or late game, that is not the way to go.
That could be Yasuo support and Vayne ADC.
Or vice versa, Vayne support.
Yeah, could also be.
But, well, maybe that is actually Nunu in the support role. We'll see. And,
whoa.
Pretty interesting swaps.
Okay, so it doesn't look that interesting. The champ select doesn't look that interesting anymore. As so the viewers I think don't see that as Nunu is support, Vayne is ADC, Yasuo mid lane, and Lee Sin is jungle.
Well, it's pretty exciting champ select either way. Now, we want to remind you that after these matches, this one between Serial Gaming and Iron Wolves, and the next one, Keep Yourself Alive versus Team Conflict Gaming, will give away one ticket to both days of Hypertown Rig Expo to participate. Just be active in the chat. And yeah, now the players are ready. One ticket to 2 days. 2 days, 1 ticket. 2 days, 1 ticket. Now, players are getting ready. We'll go into a short break this time for sure. When we'll be back, we'll see Serial Gaming versus Iron Wolves.
I can never forgive Lakita for murdering our mother.
I've been cooperating, you're just not listening.
You're not listening to me.
Pasaules top seriāli. Skaties visas sezonas uzreiz visos tavos ekrānos. Shortcut films. Tikai 6 eiro mēnesī. Shortcut. Tu redzēsi.
You spray. You awkward. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.
Welcome back to the BSL. We are in the first game between Surreal Gaming versus Iron Wolves, and it's going to be a pretty interesting matchup as we got, Iron Wolves roster is like full solo queue comp.
Yeah, and no, you mean Surreal Gaming's roster is full solo queue comp?
No, the roster, yeah, but I mean the champion picks. And well, Surreal Gaming waiting for an invade, but Iron Wolves knows better than that. And it's going to be pretty interesting because I want to see Knock One on the Aurelia. Warden finally playing something bit of off meta. We saw a couple days ago in the European Master League, Insect playing Lee Sin. It was pretty hype, had a pretty great game. Now I want to see Warden and what he can do in this champion because I'm pretty confident he can play the Lee Sin.
Yeah, and I also want to see what Optimus will be able to do with Vayne. I expect a lot of outplays from him.
And Solius and the Yasuo as well. Meanwhile, Zavielis with Nunu support, with the Guardian, would be more interesting with like some like full AP, because AP is what is lacking in their team. But well, he can still build AP if he wishes to do so. Probably won't. Well, Zavielis and Optimus looking for an invade.
Already going in, and they are going to find Atnix and Shackle.
And what will Zavielis flash for? He gets it. He gets it. He had smite, so now they have to run away, and Surreal Gaming won't be able to chase them down. So already big win for
Surreal Gaming for Zavielis.
For Iron
Wolves. For Iron Wolves, yeah. And Warden is just going to take his red buff, then steal away the bull buff, and that's going to be a big lead for him. And yeah, Captain Snowball's still on the level 1. He's going to pick up the Raptors and still be pretty healthy, so not too bad. But he's going to go for his own jungle.
And Warden took the blue buff, so yeah, Apelis will start with no buffs, and it's going to be pretty rough for this Trundle.
Yeah, but Atnix and Kaiser both getting already the lane dominance because of their range matchup against the melee matchup.
Well, Optimus and Zavielis had to go the long way around. And well, mid lane, Exhaust comes in. 17 falling, well, a bit lower, but yeah, Solius is Anasu. That's going to be pretty hype. Let's see so far. It's Yasuo's early game, but yeah, we'll have to see how much Saulus has played this champion, if he is able to just completely take over the game.
Yeah, Optimus and Xavier won't have an easy time here, as both Varus and Karma are pretty big lane bullies, and Vayne's early game is not that good in the lane, but they are going to go
well,
for
Xavier is
fight.
falling lower, and first blood goes to Atnex. Now they're trying to turn on to Optimus, but Warden's right around the corner. Will he get the Sonic Strike? He will not get it on either of the targets. Now he's trying to run away himself. Atnex with the red buff. Teleport comes in from knock 1. They have to run away. Atnex still has flash, but no way to escape for him. And Warden secures the kill. So a big turnaround for Surreal Gaming, but was equalized by the teleport.
Yeah, that is... Well, this is going to give Macro some free farm top lane.
Well, 17 falling lower, flashes forwards and gets the solo kill on Saulius.
What? 17 with the big outplay there was able to get a kill. Is just going to fall back as he doesn't know where Warden is, and the wave is going to freeze in front of his tower pretty easily. Macro now is going to crash the turret, the wave into the turret, and Nocturne is going to lose a bit there as Warden and Xavios are going for the first Drake.
And actually, not only MC0 got the free farm on top lane, but Kaiser as well, since the wave was pushing to him. He bounced it with Atnex on the first wave push. And, well, actually a bit more. Around 15 CS lead for Kaiser and Atnex on bot lane. Plus a kill.
Now, Opels and Atnex looking for something. Are just going to take away the Rift Scatter as Warden.
Warden is level 4 with double buffs. Hits the Sonic Strike. Will he jump in? The Mantra Q from Atnex deals a little bit too much damage.
And this is going to be pretty hard. Now Saulius has the lane pushing towards him, so he'll be able to just free farm this as Ironwolves have the control of the vision, so 17 cannot really go into the enemy jungle or...
And he can't really push out the wave himself. He has to be careful, has no flash, and well, the last breath will hit and knock up 17. No, 17 once more. He goes in. Saulius still has flash. He will be able to get away, jumps over the pillar. Well, he's falling pretty low in this mid lane matchup, actually. Yeah, well, in terms of matchup, it should go to Cassiopeia in early levels, but yeah, Saulius is a pretty strong player. And for 17 to just try to contest this in this kind of way is pretty impressive. He is falling behind in CS though.
He hasn't been able to farm that up as Optimus and Xavier, the wave is pushing into them, and Varus getting a lot of damage onto them. There's just a lot of poke, and it's really hard for Vayne to go up to the wave and try and farm it as Lee Sin, and it's going to find Opelus, but is not going to land the Sunlight Strike, so won't be able to deal too much damage to him, just dancing around there. Now Warden's looking for a gank mid maybe, doesn't have level 6 yet, so won't be able to set up the gank for the ultimates for Saulius yet.
And top lane matchup goes pretty interesting as Knock1 is 20 CS ahead of M0, and well, Irelia's weakest point is the early game. So it's pretty impressive by him to get this lead against the Scion, whose strongest phase is the early game, probably due to his poke from the roar of the Slayer. But yeah, Knock1 playing it pretty good. Now takes a bit more damage than he would want to, but he'll be fine.
Yeah, Warden and Xavios roamed in to steal the red buff, and it was spotted by
And now they will find Apelis, and he's pretty trapped, will not have time to recall. He just has to go for the execute. Will he get it though?
Yeah, he should be able to.
Maybe take a couple minions. He doesn't want to end. Yeah, Apelis gets executed, first death of the game. But well, that was the best case scenario for him there.
Now at a 300 gold lead for Ironwolves, the biggest lead I think we have yet, as both teams now.
And well, Knock1 goes in with the ultimate, jumps in. Will he be able to finish off M0? And seems like he will not, and they are still denying all the buffs still denying all the buffs, and Appels hasn't gotten a single one yet.
Yeah, it's really hard for him. And I don't think he'll be able to do anything against Kaiser and Atnix just diving Optimus, and that happens when you leave him alone in lane.
Yeah, and they will probably be able to get the first turret blood if they focus down the turret as well. Well, at the moment. If they focus it down, then it's pretty free. Now Solius is roaming towards bot lane to try to stop that. Maybe get some 1v2 outplay. Kaiser is level 6 though without mana.
Yeah, Solius is going to back off, as he saw the laners just backed off. And
now Warden is looking for play on 17. 17 does not have flash, and now Ward flash kick comes in, and Warden secures the kill.
Big play for them. Warden doesn't have flash now, but yeah, this is going to be hard for 17, as when Lee Sin gets level 6, he can easily set up the ultimate for Solius, and that is a lot of damage that comes out, and you can't really do anything about it if you get hit by the Dragon Kick.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe this is finally the game Kaiser will try to solo carry, because so far he's the only member who is ahead of his opposition.
Yeah, because he was
It might not be a big lead, but still, the Chain of Corruption comes in, they are looking for a kill. Now Optimus is trying to turn this around, shields come in, and Optimus should fall here. Optimus gets killed by Kaiser. Now Absolute Zero comes in, but Kaiser does not take the bait, and Atnix gets the second one, and those are 2 kills and possibly first turret blood for Surreal Gaming.
Yeah, it could be Warden now looking again to help out Solius mid lane. Has been able to get the flank on there.
And well, 2v2 on mid lane. Will Solius go in for this? Now Warden with the ward jump does not have vision over the wall, so he doesn't get it. Now 17 flash forwards, a little bit too deep. Petrifier and Gaze is not going to stun anyone. Warden deals tons of damage there. And well, 17 is kiting. He's pretty trapped between both of them. And well, stopwatch comes in. So yeah, no kills on mid lane, not one wants some. Maybe. But meanwhile, on bot lane, Kaiser taking the first turret blood. Now, individually, he's almost 2k ahead of Optimus.
So that's why they have the big lead. It's 5 kills to 2, and we see that Surreal Gaming always have that early game. They know how to get the kills early game. Let's see if they know how to finish off the game now, as they have new players in the roster. Maybe they'll have an idea how to do it. But yeah, you can never bet against Iron Wolves, as they have a late game composition. Warden has 2 kills, so it's also going to scale, and as the game will go out longer, the 1v1 is going to come in, and it's going to be a nightmare to deal with.
And second Drake of the game secured by Iron Wolves this time. It's Cloud Drake, so will not help them massively, but well, every Drake is something, as even if they're behind, they can try to bank on a delayed game Elder Drake. Now 17 gets killed by Warden. One more hit would have killed him, and here comes Ophelis, flashes in and chunks down Warden. And it's 1 for 1.
And Macro is now going to go bot. Oh no, he's going to stay mid lane. So Optimus.
And well, Knock One wants 1v2, runs away to Chain of Corruption, hits, and Kaiser with the 3rd kill of the game.
And they already has the Guinso, so he'll be doing a lot of damage, and if this continues, Surreal Gaming should be able to just keep winning the fights. 17 has been falling behind pretty large, like he's 60 CS behind in farm-wise, and hasn't been getting those kills that he would want to, but still he does a lot of damage, and Iron Wolves have a really squishy composition, so Cassiope won't need too much damage items to really pack a punch.
And well, Iron Wolves taking the short stick of the trade. And well, that might be a fight on bot lane. Xavier is caught out, and the kill is going to be given to 17. Now, Iron Wolves did take the bottom tier 1, but after top tier 1, Surreal Gaming plays bad book, takes Rift Herald, resets, and now probably will try to crack down mid lane, which is actually full health at the moment.
Yeah, and this is the best macro game we've seen from Surreal Gaming. Usually they don't know how to get the objectives and what they want to really do, but this time have everything planned out, what they want to do, if they take what, and this is just going to give them a lead, allow to escalate their advantages. Now Macro is cut out between Warden.
Or is he? He's already pretty tanky with those Ninja Tabi versus a full AD team. So he just has to buy armor and everything's gonna be fine and dandy.
Yeah, now Solis is level 10 and almost has perfect farm. Does need a little bit more to have that perfect farm here, and the more he
gets. Could be a collapse mid lane. Zavielis and Warden coming in from the bush. Ward jump comes in. The Sonic Strike's not going to hit, but they get to vision dominance there.
In this game, Zavielis has been just roaming to get
And well, Kaiser in trouble. The insect play comes in for Warden, and Warden will fall for that. And Kaiser turning it around. Solius flashes away. And well, what's happening here? Surreal Gaming are taking over the game. Absolute Zero comes in from Zavielis, will not deal pretty much any damage since the shields from Athnix negated. And yeah, Rift Herald sit down on mid lane. They're looking for mid lane tier 1.
Should be able to pick it up as now Knockman picked up the solo turret top lane. So they have evened out this turret score for now, but yeah, now Surreal Gaming get the mid lane one, are going to try and get the second one as well. Nobody is
and Valsalo is looking for some plays, will fall pretty low, and Kaiser secures the kill. 5th one already for Kaiser. Athnix flash wave from Sonic Strike. Now Knockman comes in, gets first kill, is looking to get Appels as well. Appels is disarmed, and Kaiser will be last one to fall, but before
Kaiser gets another one.
Yeah, he gets Zavielis, and he deals pretty significant chunks of damage, but is not enough. Knockman with a triple kill.
And this is 11-6. This is what I expected, a really bloody game from both of the teams. And as the match goes longer, I expect them to take these fights even more. Now, right now, everything Iron Wolves have to do is just get Varus.
And well, M0 looking for plays. Flash on Optimus, and Optimus will have to use flash of his own. The slow does not hit, and well, Iron Wolves are still behind on some players, specifically Optimus. But yeah, Salius got kind of like a power spike. The big one will come in after Infinity Edge. Knock one, getting the Trinity Force, using the teleport and getting the triple kill was pretty massive for them.
And this Shiking now pushing in top lane. They, I guess, want to, even though Drake is coming up, they are Varus is on top lane.
He just wants to clear some minions probably and reset. Although he will not have any gold to buy anything, and he might overextend here, but Appels is there as well, so 3 men on top lane. But meanwhile, 17 could be in trouble as 3 people on bot lane. Now 17 is looking to make the outplay. Petrifying Gaze comes in, but not enough damage to kill him. Guardian will save Warden, and yeah, that's a kill on bot lane. Now let's see if Knockman falls for the same trick, and he is smart enough to back off.
But that is going to be a trade of turrets, as the tier 2 top lane is going to fall, while Surreal Gaming will lose their bot lane one. 4 members of Surreal Gaming
and they are looking for the inhibitor probably.
Yeah, should be able to take it as only Solius and Xavius start the recon now. The ultimate does come out, so everybody is disarmed. No,
and that might be enough to dissuade Surreal Gaming to overextend.
Yeah, the dragon is coming up in 8 seconds, and what dragon is this?
It's the second Ocean Drake of the game.
The second one, so Iron Wolves haven't had luck with Infernal Drakes for now, as I would say they have to control over the objectives or the Drake. Now they are going to pick that up, but that is going to give them a lot of region.
And Kaiser going for that AP build. Usually, I would say that AP build is better versus tanky compositions, but he will have tons of bursts if he decides to like fully commit to the AP. And he'll have some on-hit damage as well since it scales with it.
Yeah, now Xavios has finished his jungle item.
And well, we'll counter jungle a little bit. He went for Runic Echoes, so a little bit more damage. Maybe we'll see some crazy Absolute Zero plays.
Could be. I like the one Nunu combo with Ryze when Ryze ults in and the Absolute Zero just gets thrown into the enemy team as another buff is going to be stolen away from Opel's hasn't been.
And well, corrupting, chain of corruptions will catch out Xavielis, and that's an easy kill for Kaiser.
Yeah, but
7-1-2 already.
Yeah, but Xavielis doesn't give too much gold as he has 5 deaths already.
But he gives away map pressure. Now there's 4 people on the Iron Wolf side. Surreal Gaming should be able to get middle turret tier 2, since Salius is sticking around bot lane. Mid lane will be just solid. Well, only Optimus.
Yeah, the turret falls mid lane. That's the second tier 2.
They will not overextend. And in this kind of situation, maybe this is the reason why Surreal Gaming are lacking the victories in this season. They are, when they are super ahead, I would say Kaiser is super ahead in this game. The total gold is even, but in this kind of situations, 3k ahead of your opposition, you should be looking for those aggressive plays and look to take chances, because if Surreal Gaming lets Iron Wolves to scale a little bit, I don't know if this lead on Varus will matter that much.
And now, what is going on here? Macro is looking to get and engages all 5 members.
And well, the chain of corruption gets windwalled, and Kaiser is going to fall, or is he still alive? And that's a trade-off. 80 carry for mid, and they get Optimus as well, so 2 for 1. Absolute Zero comes in, and well, Knock 1 is looking to turn this around, but 17 gets the kill. Now it's a 4v2. Will Warden get away from this? He is looking to secure at least 1 kill, but he'll not be able to. Macro takes a 1, and that's a 4. Yeah, that's a 4 for 1 in favor of Surreal Gaming, even though Kaiser fell so early in the fight.
4 kills for him, and Kaiser, what happened there is he flashed Chain of Corruption, but it got windwalled, and then he was in a really tight spot there, but was able to deal enough damage and survive long enough to deal enough damage for the teamfight to be won. The turret, inhibitor turret does fall as the inhibitor now is open. Xavielis and Captain Solius is looking for something here, but
Captain Solius is looking for the last breath. Now MC Rowe will have to flash over. Knock 1 with the teleport comes in, stuns a couple of people. Now Kaiser's over the wall, auto attacking. They get first kill onto Knock 1. Third last breath coming in, knocking up. Kaiser will not follow through. And well, Chain of Corruption hits Warden. He should be dead here. Kaiser just bursts him down with the AP build. Has Sorcerer's Boots and needlessly large rod to top with that Nashor's Tooth. And they are looking for the inhibitor.
And you should be able to pick it up as nobody can really do anything.
And Optimus are looking to turn this around, but they will not go in, since if they die, it's a free Baron for Surreal Gaming as well.
Yeah, but they could still go for it, I think. No, they won't. They won't go for it.
They will reset. They have quite a lot of gold. 2.4k for MC Rowe. So yeah, 3k for 17. It's almost an item, I would say.
Yeah, but
it is an item. Well, some items.
And but yeah, Iron Wolves don't want to let them recall too fast.
Xavielis is just baiting them, but who is baited here? Absolute Zero comes in, barely deals any damage. Xavielis needs more penetration to do that now. Solius over the wall, looking for a flank. Now Surreal Gaming might be in trouble, and a big Baron knockup coming in. 17. Still to use Pit Frank Gaze. It misses 2 kills for Optimus already. They're looking for the third one. Optimus chasing down Apelis on the Trundle. Will he be able to get it? He gets 1. Now the movement speed comes in, and Optimus getting 3 kills in this fight. Kaiser still alive.
And now Iron Wolves are going to be the ones that go for the Baron. The bot lane turret does fall, but those were a lot of kills that went to them. Macro is going to be the one to try and stop them from taking it, but is he going to be able to do so? As Knock 1 is left on guard duty. Warden still has flash, and Macro does go in. Gets the ultimate off onto Optimus and the knockup, but is not going to be able to stop them. The Baron does fall. And yeah, this is going to be the big comeback maybe from Iron Wolves.
Well, it's always a comeback for Iron Wolves. At least we haven't seen too many games Iron Wolves being snowballed on. If ever we've seen, I don't know.
I don't think so, yeah. So if Surreal Gaming could get this first, that would be their first win. And I would say that is against the best team in BSL. And if they could do so, then yeah, that would show that that Iron Wolves can bleed.
Well, but can Iron Wolves really bleed if they try hard on draft and not lose early game that terrifically? Now, the fourth Drake is the Mountain Drake, so finally something for Iron Wolves to finally take some turrets back. Kaiser, pretty deep in the river. He's solo, but has Atnex on his back.
Now, it does seem like Iron Wolves picked up the Baron not to really get objectives, but so that Surreal Gaming couldn't get objectives, as they're not really using it too much now. They are going to start the 1v1 push, and that will let them do something about it, as Knockman might get caught out. NS2 or 17 and Opels both are looking for him. And Knockman is going to walk up, and he's going to face check the bush.
Well, Pitfrank Gaze only slows him down, but 17 with quite a lot of damage. So does Opels, and they just delete Knock1.
Now Varus pushing in the mid-lane turret.
And well, Shirelis comes in from Zavielis, and he's going to fall. Now it's a 3v2 on mid lane. 17's coming in, so they'll have some backup. They will not follow through, or will they? The flash kick comes in, and Kaiser gets killed. Now Optimus is looking to turn this around in the last hour, but the damage is not enough to get through this full tank Scion or Atnex with the shields.
But if Kaiser was quick with his fingers, he could have flashed out, and that would put Lee Sin in a really bad position, as then he wouldn't have set up the ultimate for Solis, and then he would be in the middle of the team, would fall most likely, and that could have been, if Kaiser would have used his flash there, then that could have been a bot lane inhibitor falling for Iron Wolves.
And Kaiser with the Rabadon's death cap now is probably looking for Wits End or something, since he bought a curve ball. But I'm not sure. We'll have to see what this man decides to do.
Has a lot of damage now. He's able to burst Zavielas, and Captain Solis is going to try and get the mid lane turret. Atnex and Snowball.
Well, Will Solis turns around. He is getting pretty low, and Kaiser completely destroying him.
So much damage.
10 kills on the Varus. And well, Absolute Zero comes in. They know what's up. It's not going to connect with anyone. And Will Surreal Gaming just try to finish the game here and now, since Solius is dead and, well, the inhibitor spawned. So that's something. Surreal Gaming will be able to pick up, but 17 and M0 are pretty behind on the play.
Yeah, they aren't together with this team, but Macro does have his unbreakable force, so unstoppable force, I mean, as the inhibitor is going to fall.
And well, a flash root comes in from Kaiser. He uses both summon, is still alive. He will get Warden. Now will Zavielis fall? Zavielis flashes away, and now they're looking for the Nexus turrets. Salius is alive, so they will try to turn this around. 3-man stun comes in from Knock1.
Yeah, they have to look out. If Wayne can get the Condemn on Virus, then that's going to be big, as then Solis can follow up with the ultimate.
Wayne Wall comes in. They want to dive this, but they're falling pretty low. 2-man knock up, and well, now Knock1 will fall. They're looking to finish the game. What's happening here? But Optimus turning this around. Last hour comes in, and Solius and Optimus still alive. Two carries from Iron Wolves. Will they be able to defend this?
Oh, I hope they would be, as this is going to be a quick game. Xavier's now also is alive. The Super Minions coming in. Warden is also alive. Captain Solis almost falls. He does
and
fall.
17 gets the kill. Now Warden and Optimus are trying to finish them off. Big shields come in. Meanwhile, Kaiser getting killed. Optimus gets one. He's looking to turn this around, gets a 2. Double kill for Optimus, super low. Everyone's super low and they get...
Surreal Gaming, are they going to win?
Surreal Gaming with the first victory of the season
Against the
Iron Wolves.
And they do win the first game. What? How did they do it? That's so big.
And, well, what happened there? I still cannot believe this. What happened there?
I'm just shocked that they did it. Kaiser did not throw the game.
Yeah, Kaiser did not throw the game. He tried.
He tried to, yeah.
He tried to, but yeah, incredible play from everyone on the Surreal Gaming side. The sub squad coming in, getting the first victory down. In the damage graph, we can see Kaiser doubling the damage of anyone in the game. Well, almost. And I would say 17 on the Cassiopeia, playing pretty well as well. Yeah. Getting solo kill on Salius, then turning a couple fights around. He had his fair share of dying in this game, but at the end it did not matter as the first game is concluded. Now we have to remind you to, at the end of the stream tonight, we're gonna give away 1 2-day ticket to the Hypertown Rig Expo to participate. Be really active in the chat. Write something down now. What do you think after the first game? Can Iron Wolves come back into this? And
I don't think so. I think Kaiser now is on a haunting, like he's unstoppable now.
And well, we'll take a short break, like couple minutes, and afterwards we'll jump right into the second game between Iron Wolves versus Surreal Gaming. Welcome back to the BSL. We have an announcement to make. Unfortunately, we will not see the second game between Surreal Gaming versus Iron Wolves, as we have a little bit of time trouble. So, yeah, since the first game started so late, we are not able to play it out, and it's going to be, it's going to be 1-1 between Surreal Gaming versus Iron Wolves. Now, what we can do in a couple of minutes, we can get the interview from Surreal Gaming, as they took the first victory as their last game of the BSL against Iron Wolves. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. welcome back to the BSL, and we have an interview for you. We're going to be interviewing the AD carry from Surreal Gaming, Kaiser. Hello, Kaiser. How are you doing today?
I am good. I'm Gucci.
All right, you're Gucci. Now, this was pretty crazy game. So, do you have any thoughts? What happened there? How did you manage to win versus Iron Wolves?
Well, in the first place, they disrespected us in the champ select. So we got the Cassiopeia for the NS2. And me and Atmex, we were training in solo queue with this combo. And we managed to get a lead and then snowball from there.
Yeah, and so the BSL, this is the last week of the BSL. And what are your thoughts? Who could win the whole thing? Do you think it's going to be Iron Wolves or a different team now?
If Iron Wolves disrespects other teams, then they won't win. But I think Žalgiris will win the whole tournament.
All right, that's a pretty bold statement, I would say. Now, what do you think overall about your season in the BSL? What are your thoughts? Maybe, yeah. What
Especially
do you think
especially in me or the team.
I don't know, for you, for the team. What's the general basis? Did you like playing, and what would you change for season 2 in your team? Maybe now you have practiced enough, and for if you stay in the league, maybe in second season you can contest for lands yourself. What do you think?
Well, in the early weeks we practiced, we scrimmed a lot, and we had some communication issues, and we still have them, but after few losses, we didn't train at all. Our motivation was gone, and yeah, only me. And well, we just spammed solo queue. We didn't go for 5v5 plays and something like that.
Thank you for the.
And for okay, so
you can finish. Yeah.
Okay, thanks. So and for the next season, I think that we shouldn't change the roster too much. Like we had I don't know 7 roster changes or something like that. We should just stay as 5 and actually train for the next season.
And what since this was the last game of for you this season, what would you say to your fans and admirers?
My fans, do I have them? I don't know, but yeah. Thanks for watching, I guess.
Okay, thank you for interview, and well, stay tuned. Stay tuned, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck, guys.
And that was Kaiser from Surreal Gaming, the winner of today's matchup against Iron Wolves. In the end, they go 1-1 because of the first game. They weren't able to assemble the roster fast enough. But when they did assemble the roster, we saw that they made the Giants fall.
Yeah, and that was pretty crazy. And we will take a break, after which we'll go into the second matchup between
Team Coinflip Gaming
versus Keep Yourself Alive. So stay tuned, and remember, at the end of the stream there's going to be a giveaway. So all you have to do is
participate in the chat,
participate in the action. If you aren't hyped already after these games, so I don't know what we will have to see for you to be.
You spray. You're stuck. You're gold. Smell fresh all day with new Axe Gold Body Spray.